ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति
ॐ ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति
मूर्तिभेदविभागिने
मूर्तिभेदविभागिने
व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय
व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय
दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम्
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम्
शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम्
शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम्
अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम्
अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम्
वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्।
वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्।
सहना भवतु।
ॐ सहना भवतु।
सहनौ भुनक्तु।
सहनौ भुनक्तु।
सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै।
सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै।
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै।
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै।
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं।
ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं
व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम्।
व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम्।
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्
अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवत्वेषिणीम्।
अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्।
यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः।
यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः।
वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः।
वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्त्ययं सामगाः।
ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः।
ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः।
यस्यान्तन्न विदुः सुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः।
यस्यान्तन्न विदुःसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः।
Fourth verse, 16th chapter. दम्भो दर्पोऽतिमानश्च
दम्भो दर्पोऽतिमानश्च
क्रोधः पारुष्यमेव च
क्रोधः पारुष्यमेव च
अज्ञानं चाभिजातस्य
अज्ञानं चाभिजातस्य
पार्थसम्पदमासुरीम्
पार्थसम्पदमासुरीम्
दैवी सम्पद्विमोक्षाय
दैवी सम्पद्विमोक्षाय
निबन्धायासुरीमता
निबन्धायासुरीमता
मा शुचः सम्पदं दैवीम्
मा शुचः सम्पदं दैवीम्
विजातोऽसि पाण्डव
विजातोऽसि पाण्डव
द्वौ भूतसर्गौ लोकेऽस्मिन्
द्वौ भूतसर्गौ लोकेऽस्मिन्
दैव आसुर एव च
दैव आसुर एव च
दैवो विस्तरशः प्रोक्तः
दैवो विस्तरशः प्रोक्तः
आसुरं पार्थ मे शृणु
आसुरं पार्थ मे शृणु
प्रवृत्तिं च निवृत्तिं च
प्रवृत्तिं च
जनान विदुरासुराः
जनान विदुरासुराः
न शौचं नाभिचाचारः
न शौचं नापि चाचारः
न सत्यन्तेषु विद्यते
न सत्यन्तेषु विद्यते
असत्यमप्रतिष्ठन्ते
असत्यमप्रतिष्ठन्ते
जगदाहुरनीश्वरम्
जगदाहुरनीश्वरम्
अपरस्परसम्भूतम्
अपरस्परसम्भूतम्
किमन्यत्कामहैतुकम्
किमन्यत्कामहैतुकम्
एतामदृष्टिमवष्टभ्य
एतां दृष्टिमवष्टभ्य
नष्टात्मानोऽल्पबुद्धयः
नष्टात्मानोऽल्पबुद्धयः
प्रभवन्त्युग्रकर्माणः
प्रभवन्त्युग्रकर्माणः
क्षयाय जगतो हिताः
क्षयाय जगतो हिताः
काममाश्रित्य दुष्पूरम्
काममाश्रित्य दुष्पूरम्
दम्भमानमदान्विताः
दम्भमानमदान्विताः
मोहात् गृहीत्वा सद्ग्राहान्
मोहात् गृहीत्वा सद्ग्राहान्
वर्तन्ते शुचिव्रताः
प्रवर्तन्ते शुचिव्रताः
In 16th chapter, up to 9th verse, Bhagavan has explained Devi Sampat, and from 7th up to the 19th, if I am sure, Bhagavan will be explained Asuri Sampat. But in 4th, 5th, Bhagavan has given the brief to whom we can call Asuri Sampat. So in 4th verse we have seen Dambhaha, Darpaha, Atimanaha, Krodhaha, Parushyam, Agnanam. So Dambhaha, hypocrisy, Darpaha, pride, Atimanaha, demanding respect from others, Krodhaha, anger, Parushyam, to speak words which is hurtful to others are called Parushyam words, Agnanam, improper discrimination, are called Avijatasya, who are born with this demonical wealth. In 4th verse we have seen. In 5th verse, Bhagavan explained if we have Devi Sampat, then how it will be useful to us. So Devi Sampat Vimokshaya. If a person has these divine qualities, it is helpful for liberation, while Asuri Sampat Nibandhaya. If we have Asuri Sampat, it is meant to bind us with the samsara. This is my opinion, Mata. And if Arjun thinks I will come in which category, should I have Asuri Sampat or should I have Devi Sampat? So Bhagavan says, Ma Shuchaha Pandav means, O Arjun, you need not to worry. Devim Sampat Abhijataha Asi. You are born with all Devi Sampat. In 5th verse, Bhagavan has given the assurance to Arjuna. And 6th verse also we have seen, Dvau Bhuta Sargo Lokesmin Deva Asuraha Evacha. Asmin Loke. In this word, Dvau, there are twofold Bhuta Sargo. Really speaking, the meaning of Bhuta is being, any being, but in this context, Bhutaha we can take as a only human being. Sargo means creation. So in this creation, there are two types of human being, Devaha, Asuraha, Evacha. One group are called Devi and another are called demons, Asuraha. And in 16th last phase, Bhagavan says, Devaha Vistarashaha Proktaha. I have explained this Deva Sampat in detail, Vistarashaha, while now Asuram Parthameshtrun. Now may you listen the wealth to whom we can call Asuri. From 7th onward, you may listen from me. So we have seen up to the 6th verse. And if we go to 7th verse, so before that, Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji explained and he says, A adhyaya parisamaptehe asuri sampat prani visheshanattvena pradarsyate. So asuri sampat pradarsyate. This demonical sampat wealth is being shown up to the end of this chapter. A adhyaya parisamapte. Up to the end of this chapter, now only this asuri sampat Bhagavan will show why prani visheshanatvena. Here again, prani means human being, specifically from only for human being. And why Bhagavan is very inclined to show this? So Shankaracharya says, Pratyakshikaranena cha shakyate asyaha parivarjanam kartumiti. Pratyakshikaranena. If we perceive directly, if we know directly, then it is possible. Shakyate asyaha means asuri sampat yaha parivarjam. We can give up. Avoiding, better word is we can give up this Asuri Sampat, and we can own up, or rather I can say we can cultivate this Devi Sampat. For that purpose only Bhagwan will show all this Asuri Sampat. In this seventh, Bhagwan says, Pravrittincha nivrittincha janaha na viduhu asuraha na shaucham na api cha acharaha na satyam teshu vidyate. So main sentence is Asuraha janaha na viduhu. A people who are asuraha, who are given to this asuri sampad, na viduhu. They don't know what is pravrittincha, nivrittincha. They don't know what is to be perceived and what we should come out from that. So here pravrittincha, nivrittincha is shown as an activity. So I just showed here activities are two types. Pravrutti here, the meaning of pravrutti nivrutti is not given in third chapter of Bhagavad Gita. There are two lifestyle, pravrutti and nivrutti. But here the pravrutti nivrutti means, Shankaracharya will explain, pravrutti means proper what is to be done. It is called pravrutti. And nivrutti from which we have to withdraw ourselves, which is not proper to live a life, are called nivrutti. So it is called pravrittincha, nivrittincha, what is proper, what is improper, from which we have to come out. Asuraha janaha na viduhu. They don't know. And these people, teshu na vidyate. In such people, it is not available. And what the Bhagavan says, na shaucham. They don't have any cleanliness. Shaucham we can take as a cleanliness inside our mind. Our heart should be clean. Chitta Shuddhi is called Shaucham. Na api cha acharah. They don't know what is the proper conduct. Acharah, what is proper conduct. Na satyam. They are not truthful people. Na satyam teshu asureshu janeshu na vidyate. It is not available such people. So in demonical people, satyam na vidyate, acharah na vidyate, na shaucham na vidyate. It's not available in them. And Shankaracharya is given small but brief but good explanation about this pravrittincha nivrittincha. So what is the meaning of pravrittim? So he says pravrittim is equal to pravartanam yasmin purushartha sadhane kartavya pravrittihi. So pravrittihi, he says, yasmin, in which kartavya, to be done, purushartha sadhane. There are the means of human goals which we call dharma, artha, kama, moksha are called purushartha sadhana, in which are called pravrutti. And if people are following that path, is called pravrutti. But what is to be done, these people, they don't know. Same way, tam nivrittincha. And he says, what is the meaning of nivrittim? So he says, tad viparitam yasmat anartha hetoho nirvartitavyam sa nivrittihi. What is to be done is called pravrittihi. Tad vipritam, opposite of that pravritti, because of which yasmad anartha hetoho, it is the source of useless thing. One should desist from nirvartitavyam, it is called nivrittihi, which is never perceived, which is not proper, is called nivritti, and what is to be done, it is called pravritti. But these people, na viduhu. Na viduhu means they don't know. So Shankaracharya says, tamcha, both of them, pravrittim and nivrittim, janaha, Which type of people? Asuraha. Ones whose mind is like asura, na viduhu, na jananti. They don't know. But even they don't know only what is pravrutti and nivrutti, but even what is the proper conduct of life, they don't know. That's why Shankaracharya says, na kevalam pravrutti nivrutti eva. Even they don't know only what is to be done and from what we have to come out nivrutti, na viduhu, but they don't know na shaucham. So Shankaracharya ji has not explained Shaucham because in previous this Devi Sampath he explained properly the meaning of Shaucham. The meaning of Shaucham means particularly a person is clean inside the heart. What is in their mind, so they speak. And what they speak, only they perform. Actually, it is called Arjava. But if our mind is pure, whatever we speak is always come proper. So shaucha means our mind is always purified. Na api acharah. What is proper conduct? They don't know. Na satyam teshu vidyate. Even what is truthfulness? Among this manusheshu, this asureshu, it is not available. So to whom we can call dharma? So I was just saying one subhashitam. It is given here. Dhruti hi kshama damaha asteyam shaucham indriya nigraha dihi vidya satyam akrodha dashakam dharma lakshana. Dashakam, this group of this 10, it is called Dharma Lakshanam. It are the indication of Dharma. First, Dhrutihi, meaning a perseverance. Dhrutihi, patience is given, but perseverance. Kshama, to accommodate the person or people as they are. Really speaking, they have given forgiveness, but Kshama means acceptance of the people. Damaha, restraint of our organs of action. Asteyam means there is a non-stealing. Again shaucham, that's why I have taken shaucham. Means cleanliness, purity inside the heart. Indriya nigraha, mastering of our senses. Dihi, so translation is given, Dihi means righteous action. The one who has proper buddhi, what is to be performed is called proper buddhi. Vyavasayatmika buddhi, it's called Dihi. Really speaking, in Sanskritam, Dihi is equal to called buddhi. But which type of buddhi? Vyavasayatmika. Vidya means proper knowledge. Satyam, truthfulness. Akrodha, one should out of anger. All 10 are called the indication of dharma. If we have these all values in us, in our heart, then we can call it as a dharmika. Generally, people don't know what is called dharma and what is called spirituality and religious. People, they don't know. Dharma meaning is one who has this type of values are called dharmika, religious people. Same way, there is a one more. I like this Subhashitam, that's why I have put Muktim Ichhasi Chet. Then Vishayan Vishavat Tyajet. If you are really interested in Muktim, liberation, then Tan Vishayan, this all sense object, Vishavat Tyajet, one should give up all this sense object like a poison. And Kshama, Arjava, Daya Shaucham, Satyam, Piyushavat, Piba. Piba means may you drink, may you have this all values like again acceptance, alignment of all our three action from thinking, from words and action are called arjavam. Daya, again here the daya means compassion, shaujam, purity of mind, satyam, truthfulness, it given, piyushavat pib, may you drink, is like a nectar, piyushavat pib. So these all are called Devi Sampat, and opposite of this all are called Asuri Sampat. So Shankaracharya is given opposite of this Shaucham, to whom we can call opposite of Ashaucham. He says Ashauchaha. These people are from mind are not pure Ashauchaha. Anacharaha, their conduct are not proper. Anacharaha, mayavinah, we cannot trust on them. Deceitful in nature, they always try to deceive us. What they speak in front of us, they behave another thing in back of us. Is called mayavinah, is called deceitful. Andruta vadinah, they speak never truth. They speak always false. Vadina. They are given to falsehood. He, because Asuraha. These all people are called Asura. Next, Kimcha. He says further, Asatyam, Apratishtham, Te Jagat Ahuhu, Anishwaram, Aparaspara Sambhutam, Kim Anyat Kamahaitukam. So this I have put in proper Anvaya. So these people, Te Ahuhu. These people say, who? This Asura people. They say, Jagat is Asatyam. These all are the, we can say, adjectives of this word. So these people says, this word is Asatyam, this word Apratishtitam, this word Anishwaram, this word Aparaspara Sambhutam, and Kamahetukam, Kimanyat. What else they say? So this Jagat is Asatyam. There is a one word in what you see, what you think, so you see. Like when Hanumanji went to Ashok Vatika, Hanumanji met Sita Mata, Mother Sita, and after all conversation, Hanumanji asked Sita Mata why Ravana has planted all fruits are red in color. So Sita, Mother Sita has answered, he says, all fruits are different color, but your eyes are full of anger with Ravanas, so you are, in your eyes, all fruits are in red color. The meaning is, what you think, what you see, same we see outside also. So these people say, these people are it gives Anrutavadinaha, no? They have given na satyam. So they are never follow satyam, so they think this word is also are not asatyam, is falsehood. This whole jagat is nothing but falsehood. Apratishtitam. Really speaking, the meaning of pratishtitam is called base. There is something on which foundation, on which whole building we can construct. Then way this whole jagat is based on dharma and adharma, particularly dharma. But if we know adharma, then we can give up adharma. So this dharma, it is called punya, and adharma is called papa. So they say if you come out from adharma, then you have more punya, and because of more punya, you can come out from this whole world. The base of the whole jagat is what is proper and what is not proper. But they say there is a no base like punya of this jagat. It is called apratishthita. So without basis, it is without any ethics. Anishwaram. Have you seen Ishvara with your naked eyes? If everybody says no, then how can you say there is a Ishvara? So these people are called Anishwaram. They never believe, they never accept Ishvara is there. So I was just teaching this Chandogya Upanishad, 6th chapter, Uddalaka and Shvetaketu. In this chapter, Shvetaketu always asks, giving me some example, where is the Ishvara is? How can you prove? Ishvara is available everywhere. So Uddalaka asks Shvetaketu, you come with one vessel, you fill up this vessel with water and you put a salt inside the water and you put this vessel with salt whole night and you come with this vessel tomorrow. Next day, Shvetaketu went with this vessel in front of Uddalaka. And Uddalaka says, give me that salt which have you put inside the water. He says, it is already dissolved, I cannot give you. So he says, how can you make out this is dissolved? So he says, if we taste from upper part, it is a salty. If you taste from bottom part, it is also salty. Middle also salty. Means this salt is totally dissolved inside the water. Same way Uddalaka says, Ishvara is Ishavasyamidam Sarvam, is everywhere. If you see, whole Jagat is nothing, but it is in order. And if all Jagat is moving with order, Ishvara is there. But these people, they are not ready to accept Anishvara. And how this Jagat is come out? He says, Aparaspara Sambhutam. Apara, Paraha, Sambhutam. Aparaha is another, Parah is another. So it is nothing but union. It is a made, the union of male and female. There is a nothing else. And for the purpose of what? Kama hetukam, only for lust only. Kimanya. There is nothing other than this. This Jagat is born. So this thinking is called Charvak thinking. These are many philosophies are available. They say Shad Darshana. 6 philosophy are called Astika and 6 philosophies are called Nastika. And here meaning Astika and Nastika, they don't believe in Ishvara, is not like that. But one who accept our Vedas as a means of knowledge are called Astika philosophy. And one who are not ready to accept our Vedas as a means of knowledge are called Nastika. And among one is called a Charvaka. Charu Vak Yasya Saha Sahacharva. One whose words are very flowery. Charu Vak. And what is the philosophy of Charvaka? Another name, it's also called Brahaspatya Lokayata. Even in this Bhashyam also down below, Shankaracharya is given in Hindi, one who accepts soul is nothing but body only. शरीर को ही आत्मा मानने वाले का एक संप्रदाय विशेष का नाम लोकायतिक. So Charvaka, Lokayatik, all are one and same. They consider Atma is equal to this gross body. And what they think. So I just Even particularly, Charvaka believe that only perceivable matter exists. There is no supernatural entities, planes, or existence. And these philosophies are known as Lokayata, Bruhaspatya, and Charvaka, all are one and same. Charvaka rejected all religious authorities, scriptures, and rituals. They never believed in Vedas. No original Charvaka texts have been found, so there is no text. The central text of Charvaka is called Brahaspati Sutra. Now it is lost or maybe destroyed. The founder of Charvaka is believed to be Bruhaspati, although suggests Charvaka himself may have been the founder. And the concept of Charvaka contributed to the development of the scientific thought. They influenced later philosophies like atheism, hedonism. And Charvaka was a response to the Vedic religious vision of India based on the Vedas. Charvaka objected to belief in the Vedas based on the faith and the exploitation of the lower class by the priestly class. Even Charvaka philosophy challenged the idea of karmic debt, existence of higher power. It is called Runam Krutva Grutam Pibe. There is a very famous line. This is Charvaka philosophy. This is called, this whole 8th verse of the 16th chapter is based on Charvak philosophy. So the asatyam, so Shankaracharya says the meaning of asatyam is yatha vayam andruta prayaha tatha idam jagat sarvam asatyam. So what is the meaning of asatyam jagat? Yatha vayam, just as we all are, andruta prayaha, we are prone to falsehood. We never speak any truth. Same way, tatha, so too, idam jagatapi, whole jagat is also sarvam asatyam. This is what we think, so we become, and what you think, so we see external also. So this jagat is asatyam. This jagat apratishtitam. So what is the meaning of apratishtitam? So Shankaracharya says cha na asya dharma adharmo pratishtha ataha apratishtitam. They don't have any base. If we say if you follow a dharma, you will get a lower birth next life. If you live a proper life, you will elevated, you may get higher lokas, dharma. So what is righteous action, what is not proper action, we do believe on them, but they don't accept na asya dharma adharma pratishtha ataha apratishthita. So they don't accept punya papa. Really speaking, dharma adharma means punya papa. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. When they say the meaning of sarva dharman is you just give up your papa also, Bhagavan says in 18th chapter, and you give up punya also. So we accept punya papa, dharma, they don't believe. Apratishtitam iti te asura janaha, they speak about jagat. So these people who are given to asuraha, ahu, and what else they speak? They say anishwaram. So what is the meaning of anishwaram? So Shankaracharya ji explained, nacha dharma adharma savyapekshakah asya shashita ishwarah vidyat iti atah anishwaram jagat ahu. Savyapekshakah means connection. They are not connected with dharma and adharma. What is proper, what is improper, they never accept. And asya sashita means the ruler, one who gives this all order in this world, such Ishvaraha na vidyate. It is not available. They accept like this. Iti atah Anishwaram Jagat Ahuhu. The people say this word is without Ishvara, this word is without Punya Papa, this word is the whole is untruth. This is their thinking. And then there is a no dharma adharma, there is a no punya papa, then how some people is born in some good family, why some beings are born in this animal and another bird's yoni. This is nothing else. This jagat is what is the meaning of this world or universe? He says kincha. More than this, further, अपरस्पर संभूतं कामप्रयुक्तयोः स्त्रीपुरुषयोः अन्योन्य संयोगात् जगत् सर्वं संभूतम्. So main sentence is Jagat Sarvam Sambhutam. Whole universe is born. Sambhutam Anyonya Sanyogat. It is the union of each other, of whom male and female, because of which Kama Prayuktoho, they are impelled by the lust, and Aparasparam Sambhutam. They have given the meaning of Aparasparam Sambhutam like this. Really, in aparasparam, there are two words, aparaha, paraha. Aparaha is another, parah is another. So, union of one and another are called aparaspara. And sambhutam is born. So, whole world is born, the union of male, female, impelled by lust, nothing else. Kim anyat, what else? Kama heitukam, only for the cause of lust only. So kama heitukam, it is equal to kama heitukam. Both the meaning is the same. Heitukam is one more. Vriddhi later is added by Lord Krishna. Eva. Kama heitukam kim? Anyat jagat karanam. Except the reason of the lust, there is no another reason of this world. The meaning is na kinchit adrushtam. What we say, there is a punya papa adrushtam, it is not available. So it's given kinchit adrushtam by the name dharma adharmadi. So dharma is punyam and adharma is papa. So whole our thinking is based on punya papa only. What is proper, what is improper. If we live a proper life, we will incur punya and we can use punya even for chitta shuddhi, or we are not interested in chitta shuddhi, we can use this punya for good life here and after the death also. This is the base of our thinking, but for there is no available. So this punya papa are called adrushtam because it is not seen by us. Drushtam, we know the meaning of drushtam is seen, but adrushtam, which is not seen. That's why papa punya is called adrushtam. We have accepted. That's why we have accepted Veda as a means of knowledge. Because in Veda, this name are given. This is adharma or dharma. We have not seen with our naked eyes. We have accepted. That's why it is called adrushtam. Dharma and adharmadi karana antaram na vidyate. There is no another reason for this word like punya and papa, kinchit, anything, na vidyate. So what is the cause of this jagat? So jagataha kamaha eva praninam karanam. The existence of this world is nothing but the kamaha, the lust of this all beings eva. And Shankaracharya says, that's why I have shown this is called loka yatik drashtihi. This is the vision of Charvaka. So Charvaka one is called Lokayatik, another name is called Charvaka, and another is called Bruhaspatya. What is they have given? Bruhaspati. It's called Bruhaspati. Bruhaspatya, Lokayata, and Charvaka. And nowadays there are many people are like that. They are not ready to accept Ishvara is there. They are not ready to accept Punya Papa is there. In ninth verse, he says, Etam, I can put this little place. Etam drashtim avashtabhya nashtatmanah alpabuddhayah prabhavanti ugrakarmanah kshayaya jagatah ahitah. Again I have put in proper order. Etam drashtim avashtabhya. Etam is this, drashtim means vision, avashtabhya means the recourse. So having recourse this type of vision, jagat asatyam apratishtitam anishwaram, these people are nashtatmanah. The meaning of nashtatmanah, atma. Here the meaning of atma is called mind. Nashtatmanah means one whose mind are destroyed, means one who cannot have proper thinking. Alpabuddhayah, one's thinking is very merged or limited thinking. These are the adjective of Nashtatmanah, Alpabuddhayah, Ahitaha. One who are the enemies of this Jagatah. Jagatah Ahitaha. And what they do? Ugra Karmanaha. Ugraha means cruel actions. Prabhavanti. They do different cruel action for what? Kshayaya, to destroy this universe. Nothing else. Why this terrorist? Asura is not only in Satyuga. Right now also in this Yuga, all terrorists are nothing but Asura only. So, Ajagataha Ahitaha Ugra Karmanaha, they given to cruel action for Jagataha Kshayaya, in order to destroy this world. Prabhupada. Without, people are living peaceful and they create some problems. These are called Asura Janaha. And Shankaracharya has given the meaning. Etam drashtim avashtabhya. Etam means this. Drashtim means view, thinking or vision. Avashtabhya means having recourse. This type of view, that's why it says ashritya. Avashtabhya, it is indeclinable. So this is not vyaha is there. Avashtabhya is the word. So having given to, having recourse to, that's why Shankara says ashritya, nashtatmanah. So Shankaracharya has given the meaning is nashta swabhavah, vibhrashta paraloka sadhana. Nashtatmanah means nashta swabhavah. They are, their mind, their nature is totally destroyed. Of what? So Shankaracharya has written vibhrashta paraloka sadhana, because generally we think good action or responsibility, good action give dharma. give punya, and because of punya, we have good life here also, and after death also, we have good life in another loka. But they are not interested in paraloka. They say this body is only atma. That's why it says vibrashta paraloka sadhana. So they are never interested in another loka. So vibrashta, so they never accept there are another loka. This is only word. Alpa buddhayah. What is the meaning of alpa buddhayah? He says Vishaya Vishayaha Alpaha Eva Buddhihi Yesham Te Alpa buddhayah. So means they are totally engrossed in limited sense object. Alpa buddhayah means Vishaya Vishayaha, totally engrossed in the sense object, and this sense object are not limitless, alpa. They are very limited, but they think this is only world. It's called eva buddhi. Whatever available in this world, whatever comfortable luxury in this world, this is this much only. The truth of this life are called alpa buddha. Alpa is limited. Buddhi means thinking. One whose thinking is very limited. Ye shamte alpa buddhayah. Prabhavanti is equal to udbhavanti. From such people something is born. And what is born? So he says ugra karmana. They perform always cruel activity. Ugra means cruel, karmana is activity. So what is the meaning of krura karmanah? Ugra karmanah is equal to krura karmanah hinsatmakaha. Ugra karmanah means they are given to cruel action and their nature is nothing but violence. Atmakaha, hinsatmakaha, they are given to violence only. Kshayaya jagatah prabhavanti. They are born in order to jagatah kshayaya, to destruction of jagat. Prabhavanti iti sambandha. So why they are born? To destroy the world, not to protect the world, to destroy the world. And these people are called jagatah ahitaha. They are ahitaha is equal to shatravah. They are the enemies of the world. Iti artha. This is the meaning. So how much we can explain of such people, but they are given. And nowadays we can see in the TV also, in news also, in newspaper also, such type of people are born. And what they are doing more? So again they says कामाश्रित्य कामम् आश्रित्य दुष्पुरं दम्भ मानमदान्विताः मोहात् गृहीत्वा असद्ग्राहान् प्रवर्तन्ते अशुचिव्रताः दुष्पुरं कामम् आश्रित्य, having resort to the desire kamam. In which typam? Dushpuram, difficult to fulfill. Dukkhena purayati, it is dushpuram. Like Agni, fire is called dushpuram. How much you pour ghee inside, it never say no. That's why its another name is always say no. Analaha. Same way, this is dushpuram. They dushpuram kamam ashritya. The meaning is the insatiable, having resort to insatiable desire. Plus these people, again the Bhagavan says, dambha man madanvitaha. They are filled with, they are riddled with hypocrisy. They are riddled with pride, mada. They think I am something. The mada is pride. Mana means they always ask respect from others, demand respect from others, or damba mana madanvitaha. The opposite of these people are called amani adambitva. And asat grahan gruhitva. The meaning of asat grahan means they have taken some false purpose. So now, many years before, even I have not come in this path, I met one person in our town. He says, I am preparing one website. So I said, for which purpose? So he says, how can I hack another's website? So this type of thinking are called asat grahan gruhitva. They always taken the false purpose. And why? Mohat. Because of delusion. They have taken a false purpose. And ashuchi vrataha pravartante. They have vrataha. They have taken a wrong vows. Like Bhasmasur has asked Shankara, on whom I can put my hand, they turns into ashes. Ashuchi Vrata. So are called, they engage themselves in such false activity. But the Bhashyam we will see tomorrow. Any question?
Hariom Swamiji.
Yes?
I joined today, so there was some question about fourth shloka. See, the Bhagavan has used both the words Dam and Abhiman. Or sorry, Darpa and Abhiman. I think both of them are same, but why has he used twice? Just to emphasize?
What Dambha and Atimana? Dambha is called hypocrisy.
Then Darpa and Abhiman. Darpa.
Darpa is called pride. What we have something, we have pride is called darpa, but atimana means demanding respect from others. I am sitting here, you give me respect like Daksha was demanding respect from Shankara. It's called atimana.
Okay. Hariom.
Yeah, Hariom. Shobhana Ben, please. Yes? You are muted. Please unmute.
हरि ओम
Hariom.
हाँ गुजराती बोली
Yes?
હું ગુજરાતી બોલું હું છે ને એવરી ડે શાંતિ પાઠ વાંચું છું રુદ્રાષ્ટકનો બીજો વિષય છે તો એમાં 23મો શ્લોક છે કે હે નાથ વારી વન ઔષધિઓ આનંદ આરોગ્ય જે જે જનો દ્વેષ કરે અમારો તે બધાને દુઃખદાયી થાઓ તો એવું કેમ?
So you put this shloka in our group, yeah, you can send me. Then I will translate and then I will explain. Because I don't know. I have go through that words and then I will explain. Okay? Hari Om. Anybody else?
Aminiji, that Asura, there is a definition, I think, right? Asushuhu Ramante
Asura.
iti Asuraha. That
One who revels in senses.
senses.
Yeah, are called Asura.
And that in the 3rd chapter, Krishna says, Indriya Ramaha, Agayuhu Indriya Ramaha.
Mogam.
Mogam Parthasa Jivati. Yeah.
These people.
Right? One who dwells in the sense pleasures.
Yeah.
Exclusively, they can be called asuras, right? They don't have to be or terrorists also. But typically, I think, right, if you indulge in sense pleasures, then it leads to other things also.
Yeah. So you are indulged in sense object, no? To fulfill our whatever pleasures. We never even hesitate to harm others.
Yes. You'll trespass dharma and
that's why Asura.
in Bhagavatam Swamiji, I heard this one of the Ramana Maharishi's disciples. He was telling this story. When Hiranyaksha died, he was killed by Mahavishnu. His body was there, and everyone was crying. And so Hiranyakashipu came, said, "Why are you crying?" And they said, "Oh, our beloved Hiranyaksha died." Then Hiranyakashipu says, "No, he didn't die. He's here." You know,
Your body is
because the body is there. So he said that he's here.
yeah.
He said, no, this is not him. This is only his body. He is dead. But then Hiranyakashipu says, but when he was alive, you did not accept that there is Atma that is separate from the body. We behave as though the body is the Atma, right? So
Yeah.
he points out the paradox, you know, the way they
It
behave.
must be something, you must have some knowledge there.
So he
Even-
was saying Hiranyakashipu understands that body is not the Atma,
yeah.
and he's pointing that out, you know.
Yeah.
It was very nice, actually. I like that. Because when they're alive, they behave as though body is the Atma, right? Yeah.
When that person passes away, then we realize, oh,
Then you realize this is just a body.
yeah, very true. That's why in Kathopanishad, no, that Nachiketa is asked, no, he asked this Yamadharma. So when body, the person dies, Atma, something is there, even something sustained after the body leaves. What's the name? What is the nature of that tattva? He asks like that. So can we do Purnamada? Om Purnamada
पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ
Harihi Om.